Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is a video on Surah Mulk and the importance of Surah Mulk. Like one of my previous videos when I was talking about the three stages of life, where we have our worldly life, we have our barzakh, and then we have our afterlife. So obviously the shortest is our worldly life, and if you think about it, once we are buried, we will be in the barzakh up until the world ends, which is thousands and thousands of years. Allah knows best. Allahu Alam. So if you think about the importance of Surah Mulk, this surah has been, we've been told that if you read this surah, inshallah, every night before you go to sleep, and if you do happen to pass away that night, this surah will be a protection for you in the grave. So none of us, we are all sinful. We don't know what sins we will be punished for, and Allah forgive us and have mercy on us. But if we were to have any pain in the grave, this surah has been told that it will come and seek assistance from Allah, saying, Allah, He has read me, and you said that, whoever reads Surah Mulk, that, it will be a protection. So if I were to have any harm done to me in my grave, inshallah, this surah will be a protection for me. And if you think about it, if you think about all the people you have buried, however many years ago that was, none of us know what condition they are in. Inshallah, Allah, they're all in a good place. But if they were to, cause any issues while they were in the world, and they're having to pay some price for that in the grave, this surah, inshallah, will be that protection to save them from that. So it's very important that we all learn this surah and try to implement it in our daily routine. It takes 5 to 8 minutes within that, and obviously when you start to read it regular, you can do it within 5 minutes. It's just about 2 pages, long, if that. So it's a very short surah, but it's something that can we really afford not to read. If you think about all the people that have passed away, when we sleep at night and we wake up those 7-8 hours, to us it seems like it flew by, but to somebody in their grave, we don't know what position anybody is in. And even our children, once we pass away, people tend to donate things to their, on behalf of their parents. And then sometimes you do, donation to your grandparents or to the whole Muslim Ummah, which is slightly different. But after that is done, no one tends to go, I'd like to donate something on behalf of my granddad's granddad or something. So it's one of those things, Sadqa Jariyah also stops after you kind of your next generation, or it minimizes very quickly. So after your children have donated, the next generation tend to donate for their parents, so you kind of get missed out. And then obviously as the generations go on, your Sadqa Jariyah and anybody donating on behalf of you will also stop. So, but the thing is, we will still be in the grave. So my thing is, if we are going to be in that grave, the only protection we will have, is to inshallah start to read, if we read Surah Mulk, that will be a protection for us for hundreds and thousands of years up until the Day of Judgment. So if I were to have some sort of punishment in the grave, I will be having that for hundreds of thousands of years up until the Day of Judgment. Whereas if hopefully, that Surah Mulk, comes as an intercessor in the grave, then inshallah I'll be protected by that surah up until the Day of Judgment. So please think and reflect on this and how important it is, because once we pass away, children inshallah will make dua and stuff, but everybody just gets on with their life and their busy life and their children and all the rest of it, and so it's something that's going to be a real issue to the people that have passed away, and it will be a real issue for us as well once we have passed. So it's just something for all of us hopefully to reflect upon and try to learn this surah every night before we go to sleep, and then hopefully this will be a means of our intercession. Allah knows best. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.